Hey, welcome back to Analog Man Podcast. I'm your boy, the Wolfhound. Please do me a favor and just hit that like button. It's so easy to do. I'm going to do some more Dimas Senopati today from Indonesia. And this guy is awesome. You're going to want to hear this song. And stick around because this song is a cover of a song from Bon Jovi. And if you know anything about Bon Jovi, he's from New Jersey. And that's where I grew up. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Bon Jovi meant to people from New Jersey. Here we go.
Staying home and this old piano, trying hard to capture the moment. This morning I don't know, 'cause a bottle of vodka still lies in my head. Some blonde give me nightmare, thinks that she's still in my bed. About movies, then no makeup me when I'm dead. With an iron-clad face, wake up, friends kiss the morning, while some marching band keep us on beat in my head while we're talking about all of the things that I long to believe about love, the truth, what you mean to me, and the truth.
That is right on target. I mean, this might as well be young Bon Jovi right here. You know what? I also like his studio, man, with hardwood and everything, the Indonesian hardwood, and then the boys just come together to throw together some type of acoustic with a little bit of synthesizer. Yeah, I'm really liking it. Let me back it up just a little bit.
The things that I long to believe about love, the truth, what you mean to me, and the truth is, baby, you're all that I need. I wanna lay you down in a bed of roses. Just as close as and Holy Ghost is, and lay you down on a bed of roses. Well, I am so far away, the step that I take's on my way home. Ransom dies if it's night to see through this payphone. Still I run after time, wonders hard to get through till the bird on the wire flies me back to you, and I just close my eyes. Whisper, baby, blind love is true. Just as close as and Holy Ghost is, and lay you down on a bed of roses. Well, this hotel,
Tell you, he is absolutely killing it, and I think Bon Jovi would be very proud of this song. John, where are you out there? Have you heard this guy sing your song? Because he did a really good job. I won't say a really good job. He did a great job.
on a bed of roses. say yeah. But I left so hard, I think I died. Ooh, yeah. Now as you close your eyes, oh, I'll be thinking about you. While my mistress calls me, staying in her spotlight again. Tonight I won't be alone, but you know that don't mean I'm lonely. I've got nothing to prove for two, and I die to the end. I wanna lay you down in a bed of roses. For the night I sleep on a bed of nails. I wanna be just as close as and Holy Ghost is, and lay you down. I wanna lay you down in a bed of roses. For the night I sleep on a bed of nails. I wanna be just as close as and Holy Ghost is, and lay you down on a bed of roses.
Oh man, that was awesome. Dimas, I really, really like that song. If you guys like that song, if you have another song that you guys want to recommend, go ahead and check the stand store and make a request. Honestly, that was just beautiful. And for me, this song means a lot. And let me tell you why. I'm originally from the East Coast, and I grew up in New Jersey. And Jon Bon Jovi, for people from New Jersey, even if you didn't like rock or if you weren't into like that kind of music, you kind of were loyal to Bon Jovi. He was one of us, he was one of our own, and he made it so people, backed him, even if that wasn't like their primary genre. And what was different about him, and you might kind of hear this in people from New Jersey, their music, it's not quite Hollywood glam. Although Jon Bon Jovi did do a lot of songs like that because that was like the late 80s and the glam rock was really popular. But if you can hear this song, this is a little bit more true to who he is. Something like Bruce Springsteen as well. So Bruce Springsteen would have really influenced Jon Bon Jovi. In fact, the E Street Band, I actually met all these guys when I was young. It was really, for New Jersey people, it's a busy place, but it's a small place. A lot of people know each other. People like live in Jersey and they work in New York, so it's a suburb. And he was from Sayersville. And if you guys have ever seen his old music covers or videos, you would see this water tower, right? And on the water tower it says Sayreville, New Jersey. And I used to drive by that every day. Well, I was in the car, in the back seat, we were driving by. And so this song really reminds me of that time, what it was like to be in that place in the world and how people thought. And this song in particular, in the late 80s, this would just melt girls' hearts. Like if you played this song with the girl, this was the song. This was one of a few, but this was definitely one that the girls really loved. And what did girls look like back then? They were wearing, the outfits were just funny. They had all the hairspray Aquanet like curled in their hair, and they would just like do all kinds of weird stuff with their hair. And they had like jelly bracelets and jelly shoes, like kind of like a rubber shoe, and then everybody's pants were like pegged, where like they would roll up the bottom of the jeans, and sweaters and sweatshirt, that kind of style, that kind of genre. But John Bon Jovi was he was an icon for people from New Jersey, and it was a good time to be from New Jersey. Like even our sports team, the New York Giants, they won the Super Bowl in that era, and it was like just there was a lot of pride in that region. New Jersey is a special place in the United States, and one of the reasons is because it is so diverse, but not just diverse. It's a diversity that works together. So if you go to a lot of places in the U.S., you might see different like groups and immigrant groups like living in the same area, but they're not really together. But New Jersey, for some reason, has always kind of somewhat integrated everybody together. So that's a very unique thing about New Jersey compared to a lot of the other states in the United States, especially in the Northeast. And that's a lot to do with like how immigrants come into the country through New York City, the Statue of Liberty, and all that stuff, and New Jersey being real close. So it's always kind of been like that. That's why there's like really good Italian American restaurants, there's good German restaurants, there's plenty of Irish pubs all over the place. And that was like the old world immigrants, and then it became the Chinese came in, and as well as like today, from different regions, and it's Russian, Jamaican, you name it. Everybody kind of comes into New York at this point. The whole world has come through, So, but New Jersey kind of has that like authentic feel, because people, first generation immigrants, will actually set up shop, and so you would actually taste good food from all those places that like is really similar to their home style. So that's a very unique thing about New Jersey. But also New Jersey was very blue collar, a very blue collar, carpenters and plumbers and truck drivers. And so this was kind of a blue collar band, as well as Bruce Springsteen, although Bruce kind of went into a completely different direction once he made his millions and everything. But there was a very blue collar feel to being an American, just working hard, because I think that was kind of a little bit of all the immigrant influence of just having to do hard work to kind of rise up out of the ranks. And Bon Jovi was, just he was just a fixture for people from New Jersey. So this song, Dimas did, just absolutely beautiful rendition, and it was acoustic, and he had his band member. The one guy was killing it on the guitar too, and I think Dimas's voice is similar. Like, and this is why I found the song, because I heard him sing earlier, and I'm thinking like he probably would sing some Bon Jovi songs really well. And then somebody actually requested it, so I was like, oh yeah, I got to check this out for sure, just so I could tell you a little bit about Jersey and the Analog Man. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dimas, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about Bon Jovi and New Jersey. And the thing about New Jersey would be, let me just take you back. I'm just going to take you back to that time, okay? This is what it would be like. You would, and I was a young, kind of a young boy at the time, me 12 years old. So, you would wake up early, and you'd try to like see what your friends were doing, and you'd go outside and you go find wherever the the group of kids were, and say, hey, let's go down to the beach. And you would like walk to the beach, like to the Jersey Shore, and you walk down there, and you would have like a certain area on your beach, whatever town you were from, and that was an area like for locals. And so all the locals would go, all the local kids would be there, and then all the girls would show up, and that would be like the first time you could see a girl that you knew in a bikini. And I was just like, whoa, okay, this stuff is all starting to sparks and stuff and stuff. So this is where those like initial relationship things was starting, as a kid. And you would have the smell of the boardwalk, the salt water, and then you would jump in. Remember, all the cars there would be like late 70s to mid 80s vehicles, right? Because of the time towards the end of the 80s. And so it would be like hot leather seat with no air condition. You're like sweating, but you still smell the ocean breeze, and you'd have like your sunblock on or whatever, and those kind of smells in the boardwalk. And then like the pizza, like the slices of pizza, you could smell like the pizza on the boardwalk. And people were doing the arcades, and you would go to the arcade, and hopefully you would see one of those girls at night that you were talking to on the beach, because they would go to the arcade, and you would see them there and try to like talk to them. And this was a lot like, especially in the summer, you're trying to like maybe build that relationship, so that when school came around, you had the girlfriend, she was there. And I guarantee this song would have been played somewhere in the mix, in the car. It would have been played, or if you were lucky enough to get that date. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what that song means to some people, and Dimas did a great job. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah, if you want to make a request, or if you want to learn about analog life essentials, which is my way of living life, and it's a really helpful guide. There's a free guide in the stand store below. And I'll be doing another Dimas song really soon. I appreciate everybody coming back to the channel. I'm your boy, the Wolfhound. I'll see you on the next one. New Jersey, Sayreville. I think Slippery When Wet. Wasn't that the... Yeah, I think that was the main one.